Grand afternoon, chosen divine beings. It's your girl Ocean Messenger here with another message from the waves. I hope your day is going very well for you today, and that, as usual, you are finding yourselves to be productive and to be positive and to be an encouragement to somebody else. Ashe. So, when I was shuffling the cards prior, this card flew out, and so I want to take it for today. Wheel of Fortune, decisive moment, changes, life cycles, chance, karma, destiny, good luck, expansion, it's time, fortune, change, and fate. And that is where we are, Divine Collective, as you see on the Hands of Time. As you can see, there are the breath signs, there's numerals, and there are symbols, I would say, ancient symbols. And this wall is set in Masonic stone. And so for the karmic side, I'll just put it like that. And for the divine side, as of current, the tables are turning. The wheel is turning. The ship wheel is turning in our favor. As you see, and I'll put this card to the side for a moment. As you see, my plant to the left, my flowers, they have really taken off since I've brought them home. And it got me thinking about the word expansion and how a lot of us are doing such. As you see, the pots where the plants are being held for now, they are becoming too small and they are outgrowing the pots. And so soon they will need to have a change of soil. And so that is also what is going on for us as well. On the plant to the right, as you see, it can look like it's just one flower. But if you turn that angle, you can see that it's three. When it looks like one, it is two. And that goes for us, Divine Collective, as far as our divine protection. A lot of people seen us standing alone, and they didn't know that on the other side, we had supernatural protection, an army of protection, which is now swiftly handling some karma for us divine chosen beings. And I am so grateful for that. On the flip side of this divine timed wheel of fortune, we have beyond your control, challenges, external forces, upheaval, luck of the draw, karmic lessons, append, turning point, big push. And as you can see, these plants in the background, these flowers, they are having a big push upward and they are expanding out. And if they don't go with the flow and ebb, they will have challenges. And that's what's happened to a lot of karmic fill. They didn't go with the flow of connecting to the Most High and connecting to themselves. And because they refuse to transplant themselves and expand, now things have turned. The tables have turned. And now a lot of them will be seeking their fate. Because at the end of the day, that's what a lot of them did. They, like I say, were crash test dummies. And they ran themselves into walls over and over and over again, thinking that they were going to have good luck, thinking that their destiny was going to go for them, thinking that they were going to be able to expand while they kept us in pots that we were meant to outgrow. Asheo, if you know, you know. So I'm going to go ahead and put this card in the back and keep that in the forefront at the same time. Let's go ahead and tap into the energy. Please take the messages as they resonate. Not all situations or points of the story may pertain to you, may pertain to someone around you or someone that you know. So if it doesn't apply, let it fly, tribe. I will take whatever falls out. These are the cards that flew. First card, Six of Wands. Congratulations. Victory, recognition, success, pride of achievement, confidence boost, milestones. A lot of us are on our victory laps, you guys, and a lot of us that have been tucked away and hidden and had our talents and gifts squandered, stolen, or been seen as minuscule. A lot of us are finding success in what we are doing. It doesn't matter what you're doing. It could be musically, you could dance, you can write, you can do what a lot of us Divine Tribe Collective do and give messages from the Most High. And you can be a farmer, you can be in high tech. It doesn't matter what you're doing at this point. After a long road of hard work and a hard battle, as you see, they are coming back in on their horses after finding themselves a victory. And so now, because of that, a lot of recognition is going to be going on, and I'm very, very happy for Divine Tribe for that, because it's time for us to be seen, and it's time to outgrow the pots that we were planted in for such a time, and it's time for us to do that expanding beyond what we have already achieved. Because of that, we are having a super confidence boost, and we are having milestone after milestone. I love that. I'll go back through for the flip. Next card, Page of Coins. No follow through. Learn from past mistakes. Procrastinate. Underachiever. Bad news. No common sense. Lacks goals. For a lot of those still in karmic field or that were in karmic field, a lot of procrastination, a lot of not committing to one's own self, not learning from past mistakes as far as who they choose to hang around and associate themselves with, and certain patterns that they choose to do over and over. Because of this, they're having a lot of bad news. A lot of them didn't use any common sense because they lacked the wisdom from the Most High, because the connection to the Most High was not there. Because of that, it gave them a lack of mindset, I would say, as far as goals. Next card. Ten of Coins, a family legacy, wealth, patriarch, domestic duty, lineage, buying a house, image, privilege, security, estate. That's where a lot of us are at. And it doesn't just have to be a legacy of monetary wealth, because as we know, health is wealth, and also we receive spiritual wealth from the Most High. And a lot of us have been investing and putting in those spiritual coins into our savings accounts, and God has held that trust fund in his hands up to thus far. And so just know that in life, it's not always about the monetary, but because of the spiritual coins that we have put in our savings account and our trust funds with God, we are going to be seeing that wealth in physical form, because as above is so below. And so that spiritual wealth will be trickling down into monetary wealth. And it is also time for that for a lot of divine chosen ones, those of us that have had trust funds stolen, had wills taken from us, had insurance policies, land, so on and so forth. A lot of that was stripped from us. And so because they had the monetary wealth in their hands, they didn't invest and handle it as it should have been. And because of the non-trust of the fund, God is stripping them now of all monetary, and that will be re-sowed back unto us. Ashel. And because of that, we're going to have security, being able to know that everything is going to be okay, everything will be paid for, and there will be monetarily legacy wealth to in the future be able to buy those houses, to be able to revamp land, to be able to pour into making the world a better place, so on and so forth. And so, because of that, it will create a lineage that has been reversed from past corrupt and cursed lineages. So I'm very happy for that as well, starting those family legacies and also being able to, for some of us, start our own family, literally, because we've had to literally leave everyone from our families in the past. And so, because of that, they're going to have to see us live a privileged life after years of them living in such. Ashael. Next card. King of Swords. Mind over matter. Do it by the book, truthful, wise, legal matters, regimented, rational, stern, precise, candid, detached, eloquent, logic. A lot of us are being able to put our sword in the stone finally, or take it out, I should say. A lot of us are truth tellers, not just the truth of others, but we give insight of truth about ourselves. We try to use that wisdom and pass that on. Legal matters. A lot of us are going through legal matters. A lot of those legal matters have been put on us forcibly, I would say. But that's okay because, as you see, he has his crown on. It's adjusted. He's on top of the mount and he is in swift action, being rational. A lot of these karmic energies wanted us to take our swords and come back at them to make ourselves be destiny swapped out of our positions. And so instead of doing that, we are going to remain candid, detached, not allowing their karmic energies or presence to make us feel any type of way. Detaching our emotions at this point, detaching our energy, most definitely. But at the same time, while he has kind of a stern face, like don't mess with me face, he has a candid smile going on. That's very logical, I would say. Let's go back around on the flip side. Pride before the fall. Yeah, it's definitely the fall. Vain, conceited, self-centered, failure, disgrace, narcissism, show off, being a follower, egocentric. And those are all correct words, especially with the being a follower. A lot of these karmic energies, they didn't have any leadership skills or any foresight as into being a leader. And a lot of them were prideful, egotistical, lustful, greedy, selfish. And on top of that, the ones that did still are monetaries. They wanted to show off with it. And they wanted to feel like they were keeping up with the Joneses and making sure that their family names were in top tier while they were literally running around like little vampire NPCs, I would say. And so because of all that, they are definitely having tower moments after tower moments after tower moments. And that would be an 8 energy, as in far of infinitely going through towers at this point. And because of that, they're feeling a lot of disgrace. They're feeling ashamed. Some of them, I would say. A lot of other karmic energies, they really don't care and they will go to their grave going out going out with the wind, I would say. And that's exactly what's going to happen, is they're going to be going out with the wind because they just won't stop. So as you see that flag, it's going to be put to a stop. It's not going to be flowing anymore. Next card. Page of Coins. Lack of shmoney spiritually, more importantly than physically. No follow through. Learn from past mistakes. procrastinate, underachiever, bad news, no common sense, lacks goals. I think I read that one. So on the flip side for us, we are laying a foundation, setting goals, grounded, great aspects, study of magic, good news, works hard, ambitious, faithful. Now, the study of magic. See, a lot of these witches and warlocks out here who actually do practice magic want to now turn the tables, say as to say so, to say that we are studying magic now that the backfires are hitting them. And we are the magic because God is the magic. So there's no need for us to study magic of vanity as far as having a comeback of revenge. We're not seeking revenge, but the magic that we do study is how do we pour into ourselves, how to manifest, how to confirm one's own thoughts, how to use the talents and gifts that we have that are already magically delicious and use those to pour into the world. Because of the hard work that we are doing, like it said, we're going to be receiving good news, recognition. Continue to be ambitious, Divine Tribe. Keep Archangel Michael, Raphael, Uriel, Metatron. Please block communication errors at this time. Thank you. Continue to keep setting those goals. Continue to stay grounded. Take yourself outside, hug a tree, like I say. Go speak to the birds and feed the squirrels. Do what you got to do, but just make sure that you stay grounded and keep your energy and aura cleansed of karmic energies. Just keep the faith of a mustard seed, because a lot of these karmics do not want us to have any faith, and they want us to be codependent and keep our faith in them. When I say over and over again, they are not our self-ordained gods. So continue to lay down your foundation and set things in stone as far as setting goals. I shall. And I have a couple things that I need to do. So I am going to keep the message kind of short today, but I will leave you with some confirming messages from the Most High, from your archangels, spirit guides, and your ancestors. I'm going to take whatever falls out. All right, guys. So we have, if your mindset is fixed, try to free yourself from that. Rise above it. Don't place limitations on what you think you can achieve. Don't stand in your own way. Allow yourself to flourish in all ways. Welcome abundance in all forms in your life. And that's so true. Flourish, just like these flowers are flourishing and getting ready to free themselves from those pots and be able to allow them to be able to grow even more into some bigger pots. And that's how we're supposed to be, and that's where we're at right now. God placed us in certain soil for such a time, and a lot of people try, like I said, to keep us stuck in the same pot. And if you do that, your roots cannot grow. So it's time to, for those of you who haven't freed yourself, free yourself from that. Free yourself also from your mindset. Make sure that you know, and also make sure that you know what energies are trying to teeter-totter that. Free yourself from all of that so that you can have an abundance in all forms in your life. I love that. Ashe. Next card. Whatever you have putting off, don't procrastinate any longer. Tackle that long overdue project. You will feel better once you begin. Start with one thing at a time. Thoughts and ideas not acted upon are just laying in wait. You can do this. And that's true for a lot of us, Divine Collective, whether we have already stepped out in certain projects that we have put on the back burner. It can feel a little overwhelming, especially when you are tackling everything by yourself. And so, like I said, just start with one thing and just creating little small steps until you reach the peak. Michelle, you can do it. And that goes for me too. I'm not only speaking to you guys, I'm speaking to myself as well, because sometimes I need extra encouragement as well. Where you are right now is where you are supposed to be. Don't compare yourself to others. That only adds pressure. Take each day as it comes and for what it is. You are a better person than you were yesterday. Growth isn't easy, but you've got this. And that is also very true. For now, these plants are in here, these flowers, but in due time, they will be switching up. And don't allow yourself to compare yourself. As you see, it's two different flowers, but they know who they are and they know what their purpose is. And so don't compare yourself to anybody, because it just creates jealousy and it will keep you in a stuck, delayed position. We're not where we were yesterday, so keep moving forward. What areas of your life are you avoiding? Are they causing you upset, worry, disrupted sleep? If so, these are areas you need to focus on. As much as you don't want to, it is necessary. Tackle your own demons head on. Don't allow them to rule you for a second longer. So true. It's very nice to be able to go to sleep at night with a clear mind and a clear heart, and to not be worried, upset, and to have our sleep disrupted. So if you are facing those areas, especially for karmic feel, I will say, make sure that you are focusing on your dark shadow sides and facing that storm face on, because it's a storm within yourself. So don't allow your demons and other people's demons to rule you, period. Have more faith in yourself. Be proud of how you are navigating every curveball that life throws at you. How you deal with those times shows your true inner resilience. Nothing can break that. That in itself is an inspiration for others. Keep shining your light. And as a wheel on a ship, it steers the ship. Ships are pretty heavy and big and massive, and they also face a lot of storms in those deep seas, and so the navigating of that ship entails of how long the ship has longevity, I would say. And so with the storms of life, learn how to steer and maneuver your own ships. Be proud of how you're navigating your own self. Don't allow any others, like I keep saying, to navigate you, to have mind control over you, to have control over how you cruise the seas. With the Most High, nothing can break that resilience, as it says. And so just take inspiration from your ancestors who are guiding you, very much so, because we are completing missions that they were not able to when they were here. And so we are being the chain breakers, and we are breaking the waves of the sea at this time. So keep shining that bright light, being a lighthouse that shines upon the seas, that helps guide other ships as well. Continue to reach out to the one behind you and give credit and appreciation to the ones in front of you that help pull you out of those stormy seas. Ashel. Accept where you are at this moment in time. Only then can you begin to move forward. Be clear about your intentions. This makes it easier for us and the universe to help you. Doors will open unexpectedly. Be ready. So at this time, I know it can be very frustrating when a lot of us are ready to move forward, but know that God has us planted in soil for such a time. A soil that has given us nourishment and has sprouted our roots and allowed us to be able to grow and grow up. So just keep your focus in the current, I would say, and don't look too far ahead. Keep seeing that light at the end of the tunnel, but don't look too far ahead. Stay in the moment and in the ebb and flow of things as you do move forward, and be sure to focus your intentions on things that are going to allow you to move forward. And also stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Well, tribe, I'm going to leave it there at that as far as the messages. I will drop a few numbers if any apply to you. Sometimes they can be spiritual numbers. I will add that as well, not just birth dates or months or signs, but feel free to go and look up some of these numbers, as they can give you some insight for not only your day, but for your life. So let's see what we have. We have, I'm going to see all the numbers that I see, okay? And I'm going to leave it on this. So we have 85, 58. We have 20 or 2. On the sides, we have 11. For crossover, we have 18, 81. We have 50 and 5. And I think, I don't know if I said 28 and 82. We also have, if you go sideways, the other way, 10. And we also have 12 or 21. And then for the 10, 1. So I'll leave those numbers with you guys today. Feel free to meditate on everything I said. I hope something I did say applies to you in your life and your journey at this time. And I also want to congratulate a lot of Divine Collective at this time. A lot of us are in the wheel of fortune at this time. It doesn't matter what birth sign you are, what date you were born on. At the end of the day, we are all the Most High's babies, and all 144,000 of us. And we are special beings, and we were sent here on purpose to be a change for the world and to help change the world. And so congratulations on future affairs as far as new partnerships and new commitments and new success and new ventures and just a new life in general. I'm very proud of everybody for the growth that we have seen and that we are doing. And I ask you to just continue to keep growing, flowing, and going. I have said it, and so it is so. Ashe, ashe, asheo. See you on the next one, tribe.